We're live. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up there, dudes?
How's it going? So you may hear a very special fourth voice here. We have a 1120 crew
Everybody
podcast here.
Oh, yeah.
So special guest this week, we have MattyBoh,
Hello, everyone.
our old roommate from back in the day. I'm JT.
Mateo.
D.
MattyBoh.
Welcome. This is episode 22 of the NTX
Yeah.
Podcast.
Yeah, we're through the exciting numbers.
22.
Let's see. 25. We can rent a car.
Yeah.
Right
Our
about it.
insurance goes down.
Yeah.
What were we all doing at 22?
Drinking all the
Yeah,
time.
we could sum up pretty much all the 20s with one sentence.
Drinking in some capacity
Yeah.
with some sort of activity behind it. That was the thing that I noticed whenever we did that 1 month sober thing, is that pretty much everything we do with any of our friends at any given time involves alcohol in some capacity.
Yeah.
Of
I
course.
mean, it's like, let's go do this and have some beers with it.
Yeah. So it's always like golf with beer. Go see a movie with beer.
Why not?
Go to a kids museum with beer.
Go to the zoo.
With beer.
With beer.
Yeah.
Speaking of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
today
we're not sponsored by.
we're not sponsored by...
Who's being leveraged here?
So we have Golden Mustache by OHB.
All right.
Age.
And... I don't know, the cans look cool on this one. I think we've already had this one, actually. Texarkana, the Pexas
I
don't know if we've had that one.
Brewery. I don't know.
Possibly.
We'll have to listen back.
We would. We'll have to go through the back catalog. If somebody wants to go back and listen to all the episodes and then leave a comment,
I actually had to
it.
do a walk of shame because the dude started to bug me, so I finally just like panicked and went and chose a beer.
Yeah.
And as they were ringing it up, I saw it pop up on the cash register, non-alcoholic beer, and I was too embarrassed to say anything, so I have a non-alcoholic beer.
Oh.
A 6-pack in there.
Awesome.
Anybody want to pound through 3 of those real quick?
Yeah.
Shotgun them?
No.
See
I
what
thought
happens?
about presenting them to you guys and seeing if you notice, but
See who gets drunk.
Like, whoa, this isn't happening.
yeah. But yeah,
We'll hook a
I'll
brother
take
up.
who
a,
wants what?
I'll take a black lager.
What's the yellow?
The
I'll have some of the yellow.
golden mustache.
Shouldn't the beef be yellow? Or the chicken be yellow? Oh, yeah, you're right.
What?
I don't know.
Vegas
Don't get distracted.
Vacation with the
Oh.
yellow and the blue.
I was making that deep cut, but I didn't get your secondary deep cut about it.
Thank
He
you,
was
sir.
talking about the
What do you
jello,
want?
right?
No, it was beef and chicken dishes, and the beef was blue and the chicken was yellow, but the signs were switched. So he's like, "Oh yeah, you're right," and he switches them back and makes green mush.
For some reason, I was thinking it was jello. Maybe there's jello in that scene.
Which one you want?
I'll take the black one.
Okay. Oh, Lord.
What was it?
Do you need a couscous?
It's Pegasus City Brewery, Texarkana.
Maybe my
Texarkana.
hands can manage as a couscous.
No, that's
you couscous.
unacceptable. Yeah, you need a koozie.
Wasn't there one on the floor somewhere?
There's always stuff.
There's something on the floor. Speaking of weird beer stories, so I went to the liquor store today,
Oh yeah.
and it was super crowded, like ridiculously crowded. They had every freaking lane open.
Memorial Day, bruh.
Yeah. So I didn't think of that until I got to the parking lot and saw it was super crowded. So I get in there and they have every freaking register open at Total Wine. And I was looking at the beer and I was like, I don't know if I want to get anything. And I went to leave and I was like, you literally cannot leave this store
Okay.
without going through a register. And they're all full of people. So I was like, I guess I got to buy something
That's how they get
if I
you.
want to get out of here.
You can't ever leave unless you buy stuff. That's like IKEA.
Yeah. Is the
Central
Memorial
Market.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Is Memorial Day weekend like the liquor store's Black Friday?
Oh, yeah.
That or
4th
4th of July.
Yeah. Or the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I think that's the bars, like
Yeah,
Black
that's true.
Friday.
Yeah.
That's because people go home and they meet up with their friends at home. Is that the reason? That the day before Thanksgiving is so popular?
Or people hate their family, so they just go
Yeah.
drink.
That's why you drink during Thanksgiving.
That's why I drink
With beer.
with beer.
Oh, whiskey.
Family with beer,
With beer.
with whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
So we are not going to give our final thoughts about Game of Thrones this season. We're gonna let it marinate another week. So
Yes.
if you tuned in for that, you can wait until next week.
I
I'm
hope
sorry.
You're not waiting on
Rewatch
my
the episode.
account.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Of
Well, tell
course,
us your
why?
account. What do you think? What do you think about all the memes?
No, I was saying I hope you're not waiting to discuss because of my surprise
Oh,
appearance.
Buzz, because of your account.
Yeah.
No, I really think since, a run of 8 years has ended, we really need an extra week to really digest it.
Okay.
I'll have to watch it.
No, it's 100% your fault.
No, I have no idea what's going on in it.
Yeah.
And the memes, I don't really know what to make of them.
Have you seen any of Game of Thrones?
No, not
No.
really. No. I read like the first chapter of the book, the
Mhm.
John at 11:20 Eastwood.
Oh.
I read. Somebody gave me a book. I think it was you.
Who's
Yeah, it was me.
John.
Who's John?
JT.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry, my name's all over. Oh, yeah. We'll touch on that later. Good.
But I never made it through.
Yeah.
I was deep in school though.
You were.
Yeah.
Those are interesting times back at
Yeah.
old 1120.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just missed that. I missed that rent.
I
Man.
do miss that
It's
rent.
like $300 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
great.
I remember not caring about getting all the movie channels because it worked out to $2 a person. We're like, fuck yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
That
That was
sounds
nice.
about right.
We're like, let's, you want to like double our internet?
I
It'll
don't
be
even-
like $10 more each. Sure.
I don't
Fuck
think
yeah.
I even had a TV
Yeah.
when we did the movie channel
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. Same
No.
I was
here.
like, sure.
Yeah, we only had one cable box.
Yeah.
We had 2 TVs out there.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had
we
the
did.
command center going.
I forgot about the two
Oh,
TVs.
yeah.
We could be playing Smash Ball and watching
Sports.
sports.
Or Girls Gone Dead.
Fantastic film right there.
Or The Matrix.
The Matrix.
Yeah.
Watched a lot of Matrix. I think Keanu Reeves is my favorite actor.
I've been saying that for years.
Yeah.
I agree.
The internet agrees. There's a subreddit, it's Keanu being awesome.
That
It's
dude
just
is
him
a
doing
cool
cool
dude.
stuff. Including, like, I love this pops up every time a John Wick movie comes up, but he did all the tactical training
Mhm.
to be in that movie. And it always shows him running 3-gun and just being a bamf at it.
Mm.
And then everyone's like, he's so awesome.
Yeah.
And he is.
Did you-
There's no but.
Did you know he was going to be a goalie in the
Yeah. I didn't
Canadian
know that.
Hockey League?
I did not know
Yeah.
He played goalie as a kid.
Yeah.
that. Oh, shit. Is he Canadian?
Yeah. I think
Canadian?
Canada.
Yeah.
Surprising. Today I learned.
That's why he's so nice.
Yeah.
That's a stereotype, and
Goddamn.
in 2019, we can't really go by stereotypes.
Well, we'll just edit that part out.
Yeah, we'll cut that one out.
Yeah, because Crosby's a bitch.
Ooh.
Yeah, and Jeff Gordon.
Gloves are off.
Tell us how you really feel, dude. Is Jeff Gordon Canadian?
No.
Yeah, I was about to
There's
say
no
he's a
way.
goddamn
Where'd
American
that come
hero.
from?
Well,
the
you're
opposite
saying
direction
Crosby's a
of-
bitch, so Jeff
Oh.
Gordon's a queer.
Oh, you can't say that.
Oh, no.
Mark that
No.
to edit later.
Apologize. Apologize to all the gay people.
Yeah, that would be bad to compare them to that idiot, Jeff Gordon.
Nice pivot.
It's all
Nice
going
pivot.
back to 11:20 today. isn't it?
Yeah.
We're regressing 8 years.
Yeah, this is all my fault.
No, it's not 8 years. It's like 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5
Yeah.
years.
Sometimes it
14.
feels like forever ago, and
Yeah.
some days it feels like yesterday.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's mostly because we don't remember most of it. Maybe he does because he was sober and doing school stuff.
I
Yeah.
wasn't.
You were
Yeah.
probably the only person that bettered themselves in those 2 years.
Yeah.
The rest of us really took a turn down.
I'll
We
never
lost
forget-
years of our lives.
I'll never forget when we were moving out, and I think JT said, or maybe it was Derek D. Uh-oh. Cut that part out. Maybe it was D, but one of you said to me, you got a master's degree while we were here, and we haven't done anything.
That's definitely D.
Moved up in jobs, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I went from underemployed to an intern to a career, so that was positive.
Yeah. Was I the only one that had a job when we moved in?
I
No.
did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we all had jobs, but some of them were
Crap.
less.
Oh, mine sucked too, but
Yeah.
I got paid a lot for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was working with Happy and his mom
That's
doing
right.
that thing, which I missed. That was so much fun. I worked 5 days a month and made the same as I did when I started as an intern.
You remember when our landlords asked us for our collective monthly income, and we showed them, and they're like, you're gonna need to double your deposit.
Yeah, we had to do 2.5 months deposit on that fucking place.
Well,
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, good
Huh.
times.
The
Yeah.
fridge did get all dented up, so
It did.
yeah.
I'll say that. Did you get that back?
The worst thing.
We got
Yeah.
some of it, right?
Yeah, we got some of it.
Yeah, worst thing about that house was it being hard tile and us learning hockey.
And just fucking shit up.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that we didn't break a tile. That was some stout fucking tile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bullshit we put it through.
Especially the foosball table bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That hollow sounding tile.
Ugh.
So I have to apologize. You're going to hear some weird noises. There's a truck
Yeah.
unloading outside.
Under construction. Sorry.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
people are moving.
Random noise.
I haven't sprung for the acoustic room yet.
Not yet.
That's okay.
Maybe when we hit 25 subscribers.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Speaking of subscribers,
Yeah. We're double digit now.
are we?
Really?
And, and our subscriber count is going to have to be aggregated because we are now not only on YouTube, but we are in Apple iTunes. We have our own website, NTX Podcast at
What's the fanfare?
podcastconnect.com.
Need
Sorry.
some fanfare.
Podomatic. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun. ntxpodcast.podomatic.com. And you can also find us on iTunes, and we're working on Stitcher and Spotify right now.
Yep.
So
Huh.
it's going global.
Official.
Official.
Super official.
We can have like 2 downloads on each.
Yeah. We are limited, but our limit is gonna. I'll be happy if we ever hit that. I'll be happy to pay for what we have to go up to a premium account.
Sure. Yeah. Going through the motions.
Yeah.
I did. It's definitely weird to be out there.
Good job. JT did 100% of it.
Yeah.
We did none of
I didn't
it.
even know it was happening.
That's how bands work too. There's usually
Yeah.
one guy that does all the booking, and then the other guys are like, I don't even know what we're playing next week. So,
That's how the nickname The Boss came to be, right?
yeah.
He's the
boss.
one
Yeah.
that paid everybody and did everything.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh. Makes sense.
That's what's his dick?
What's his
Jersey
dick?
guy.
Yep, that's him.
That's the boss.
I don't know this person.
Springsteen.
Thank
dog.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I couldn't think of his name.
The Jersey guy.
He's from Jersey, right?
I think so.
Although, I mean, there's a lot of people from Jersey. Look at a little big crab.
That is
Shrimp.
definitely your mom's box.
Just shrimp climbing all inside it.
Oh no.
Sorry,
What
this
what
does
episode
happen
of
a
this
lot.
thing are we on?
The Coral Seas of season 2 of Blue Planet.
Hey,
What
look,
are
it's
those
your
eggs?
mom's box. Full of eggs
Oh.
and seed.
Because she's fertile.
Is this a recurring
It
Yeah,
happens.
show?
Yeah, we
Usually
watched
it's more
We had big.
appropriate, sorry.
Where's Big Brother at? Oh, we're recording earlier now. Is that what it was?
it. Different
Yeah.
day. But yeah, what is on?
Yeah, we watched
Almost.
Jeopardy.
Bachelorette.
We used to watch live TV. I don't know, just used to be our
It's a way to fill in the gaps.
yeah.
Gotcha.
But usually just some gaping fish pops up and we talk about euphemisms for 12 minutes.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Hey, that looks like
So,
a box.
My apologies
No
for
worries.
starting it.
I like
Oh,
it.
You guys are familiar with? I think it's like tryptophobia or something like that. It's the fear of biological small clustered holes.
Yes. Yeah, I've heard about that.
And like, there's people that just get uneasy
That's
whenever
oddly
they look at
specific.
like.
It's like Crocs piss people off. and
Yeah,
stuff.
or the big one is locust or lotus leaves,
Yeah.
where it's like sequential little holes.
huh.
But
Don't like Swiss cheese either.
About
it's
like
like
grates, like
What makes you afraid of that?
drainage
I don't
grates.
know. I think
it's got to look
bullshit.
biological. But they'd probably freak out if they saw like a bad botfly infestation.
Oh, there's that worm. Yeah,
Fucking bobbit worms.
I'm gonna get a tank for that.
Well, like a biomechanical.
Like an android.
Yeah.
Speaking of androids and cyborgs and shit, did you see there's a new Terminator movie coming out?
No.
There's a
No.
new trailer just dropped the other day. It's got Sarah Connor. Well,
Yeah.
The
gotta
actual
have-
Sarah Connor.
It's gotta have somebody.
Yeah.
Got
Those
a nice little
movies
bass chord going on there.
haven't
A little bit.
moved the needle for me since 2.
They
kinda
haven't,
sucked.
but none of them have had Sarah Connor in it.
That's true.
That's
think
why I
they're,
got
like,
excited about
Aren't they
it.
like retconning everything after 2?
Yeah.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
really?
That's the nice part about time travel
Yeah.
is you can just set off into a bunch of different directions.
What about the one with Bateman.
Oh,
Wasn't that-
Salvation or
Was that
whatever.
any good? I don't remember.
It was
Christian Bale,
Yeah.
good. It was kind of weird.
Jason Bateman,
Patrick Bateman.
Patrick Bateman. Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah,
Patrick.
that's all you got.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic movie.
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It was good.
That was the one that had like the CGI like de-aged Schwarzenegger, right?
Yeah, at the end he had like a cameo basically.
Yeah.
Huh.
That was one of the first times I got used on film, so it got a lot of like, look how young he looks.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was a cool nod, but the concept of that one was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it was alright.
For a Game of Thrones tie-in, Khaleesi was in one of them.
Really?
That one
Daenerys.
sucked.
Yeah, it was trash.
Was that the
That one
3?
sucked. That was the last one, Genesis.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't even remember some of these.
That was the one that the female that it was both. It was a female Terminator and a female that got sent back to save him, right, or something like that.
It was John Connor was like corrupted or something like that. I can't
Oh.
remember. It was so bad. Sorry.
I've seen none of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even the first two.
No.
You should
Whoa.
do yourself a favor.
The first 2
I've
are
seen
awesome.
parts of the first one, I think.
Although you can't really take our advice because the last time we told you to watch something, you watched Game of Thrones and then you got mad at us. for
It was
the
good up
season.
until this season. But now everybody hates
Did you
it.
watch all of Oh, yeah. I heard about
Yeah.
your, like,
I
1
flew
month
through it.
binge of...
He didn't sleep.
I
He
had a
didn't
week
eat.
and I had 28 episodes or something.
He did a damn Rocky training montage, but it was
How long are there? An hour? Or
Yeah.
ish?
yeah. I think it's like 80-something hours worth of television.
Oh, 80 hours.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
if you include this season.
So I started in March, like the beginning of March.
Yeah.
And then caught up in time for April
He-
15th or whatever.
He was a true.
But I was going slow, and then the show got a little bit better.
You got-
started watching a little bit more frequently,
He was riveted.
and then realized, I can catch up in time.
It's just a page.
Now I
turner.
gotta knock out 3 seasons in a week. So I did watch like 5 episodes at work, at my desk.
But
Wait.
was it worth it to be live with the rest of us?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
that.
go.
As everybody started to hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, I mean, not to get into it that much. I think it's way overblown. I feel
Yeah.
like there's a bandwagon effect
Oh, yeah.
going on.
yeah.
Like,
I
is it
don't think-
really as horrible as everybody says it is, or is it just now that's a cool thing to make fun of it?
It's fucking outrage culture.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that always happens whenever like something pisses off some people and it gains that like meme
Oh,
on
yeah.
Twitter and then just blows up.
I'll say half and half because
Yeah.
I know I soapboxed after that one episode, but I intentionally didn't look at Reddit after the final episode because I didn't want to be influenced or upset about it. Like I didn't want it to sour my opinion on it.
Yeah,
so,
agreed.
Yeah,
Only that one episode really pissed me off, but the rest is okay. But I get why that happened in that
Yeah.
episode. But whatever.
Anyway, sorry.
Off
No,
of, off of
I'm
that.
enjoying this. Continue.
Now we're gonna need a new show. So
Yeah, we are.
Bachelorette.
New show.
Let's do Chernobyl. Let's
Go
go.
to Chernobyl.
It's like 4 episodes.
I know.
It's
That's
like
a
halfway
month.
over.
That gives us a month to
I
figure
have
out something else.
Not watched a single episode.
and actually, it's
though.
3/4 over.
So I didn't know
Yeah.
this, but Sarah, she at work has like a bachelorette fantasy football style thing
Yeah.
going on. This is new to me. I had no
So
idea.
does he.
We did in Game of Thrones.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Who'd you have?
I
on
fucking
the-
won. I mean,
I
I
didn't
didn't
have it.
win,
I
but
didn't
Oh,
play.
okay.
what?
Is
I
that a
thought you
thing
put
that
bets
happens?
down.
Oh yeah, just on brand. Who would brand war into first?
Oh, okay.
And I should have picked. What's it called? Who's gonna kill the
The
queen?
Night King. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But fantasy football for the Bachelor. A fantasy Bachelor.
At bachelorette, I guess.
Bachelorette.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a girl.
I don't know.
that's the worst one to watch of the two, too. By the way,
Because
You
there's a
got-
bunch of dudes
you got
going after
a
one
bunch of
chick.
dudes
Yeah.
and one
Yeah,
chick.
it's kind of weird.
It's like a
I've
gangbang.
never seen. I've never seen any
Lots
of
of
it.
chicks and one dude's way better.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I caught like the first couple minutes of it, and I heard some dialogue, and I was like, I can't watch this. It makes
The dude
my-
from my high school is on
brain
that
hurt.
show.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
Mike
gosh.
Johnson, I think is his name.
Mike Johnson.
Mike Johnson.
Yeah,
That's a generic fucking name.
yeah, but he's on there.
Like Post Malone.
No, that ain't his real name, bro.
Uh-oh.
That is his name, fool.
Struck a chord somewhere.
A little bit. There may be some hatred and some love on that couch for Post Malone.
He loves to hate him.
Yeah,
I do love to hate him.
he makes good songs.
He does.
What were we doing?
Hey.
Mhm.
We were doing something.
Can we
and you
please
said,
not like get split upon hating a band or not.
Yeah, what's gonna get thrown?
Not this
Man.
laptop. I will punch everybody in this room.
We don't want to go down this hole.
Did we tell the story
We
about
did.
that already?
That got
yeah, we
told.
did.
Joel?
yeah.
Oh, wow. I wish I would have been here for that one.
Yeah.
I need to go back and listen to that episode to hear it from that perspective.
From the winning side.
Yeah.
Losing side, really.
History is told by the victors.
I don't even remember. How
I think Avril Lavigne is still making music.
Is she though? Paramore
is.
is
The
The
definitely
fact
still
you have
making
to
music.
say think means that you're
Is
wrong.
Paramore?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's good still.
Well, I didn't know that because I don't listen to trash music.
Oh,
I think you're wrong there too.
I am definitely wrong. I listen to a lot of trash music.
Everybody does.
Mm-hmm.
This is true. Judge not other people's music taste, lest ye be judged.
Indeed.
Metallica.
I like Metallica.
I do
was,
too.
that was the lyric he used once.
Was it?
Yeah,
Boom.
but it's also just quote. But I was tying it into music.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think part of the reason I knew of Metallica. I never listened to a bunch of Metallica when I was growing up, and I think it was because Metallica embodied like the hatred of like Napster, like because you remember, was it Lars Ulrich was like really, really against music and file sharing and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was always like, fuck that band and fuck that asshole.
Damn.
Yeah, well, you can.
Now I go back and listen to him like, all right, it's good music.
That dude is a fucking
Yeah, he's-
loser.
yeah.
But he's okay at drumming.
Eh,
I was gonna say good, but it's really not that great.
he's adequate.
Yeah.
Who's better, him or Def Leppard's drummer?
Well, that's
Well,
five
I would
arms
say
and
the
sucks.
handicap is
Def
My-
Leppard.
That's Caleb's joke. My favorite. One of my favorite jokes.
What is 9 arms and sucks?
5 arm or 9 arms?
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
it's 5
yeah,
members.
yeah.
I've definitely used that joke.
rip.
I've taken that from you.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. And a lot of people are like, huh? I was like, the drummer of Def Leppard has 1 arm.
Yep.
What's more impressive is that he had 2 arms and then
Car
lost an
crash
arm
it, right?
and then learned how to keep playing the songs with 1 arm.
That is pretty impressive.
That's pretty impressive.
Is it?
It also says something about their music.
I was going right there.
I'm sorry.
Go for the throat.
What was he using his left foot? I think to hit the snare every now and then.
He had some sort of mechanism.
Contraption.
Which means
Yeah.
they weren't double bassing.
No, not back then.
Metallica was.
Yeah.
Metallica.
See, I guess we got into Metallica probably at different ages.
We did.
Yeah, because you know them as Napster, and I know them as just mandatory Metallica here in
Yes.
Dallas.
Every hour on
Yeah.
the hour, mandatory. Even back home,
Yep.
we had mandatory.
Was that
It was
the
on
Eagle?
The Eagle, yeah.
Huh.
It basically taught
didn't
me
know
how to
that.
play guitar. Yeah.
Give me fuel, give me fire.
They still do it. There's the
I
Eagle's
think
gone, right?
I think they do still do it. The Eagle came back.
The Eagles back now.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's
But
not
they-
the same though.
Didn't the Edge shut down and then the Eagle bought them out and then
I think so.
Essentially, yeah, they're on a different station now, but yeah.
Because 97.1 was the Eagle, and the Edge was what 102.1.
102.1?
Yeah. And it was 94.5 before that, right?
Yep.
Which is now.
And then it was Q102 before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
94.5 is country music, I think. Now.
Country
I thought it's the
music.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
the beat.
It might be the beat.
It's been the
yeah.
beat
Oh, yeah,
for
it
a long
is.
time.
The beat, but it's like
I
the
love that
classic
radio
hip-hop.
station.
Yeah.
99.5.
That is my
Yeah.
favorite radio station to listen
That's a
to.
good one.
What, the beat?
Yeah.
The classic one.
You get some Ashanti on
K104.
Mm.
K104. Worldwide.
That one's been around for forever too.
Yeah.
How is radio still a thing?
Because we have to get in our cars.
Yeah,
You're-
but a lot of people Bluetooth music.
Essentially just
Or Sirius XM and that shit.
making a radio show right now.
We are, but
Yeah.
there's no ads.
Because we're
You-
not big.
Yeah.
No, all right. So
You're like pirate radio right now.
Yeah, we
like
are.
early ages, you know, or podcasting. I mean,
we're new media
I guess so.
was I think the official term.
Key is new, but there's a lot of old people and they still listen to the radio.
This is true, and there's a convenience factor to just being able, and the radio's built into everything, and I get why people still listen to the radio.
Yeah.
My problem is, and you kind of touched on it, like with the availability of Bluetooth speakers and people's phones and internet and all that other stuff, I stopped listening to the ticket.
Oh yeah.
I haven't listened to the ticket on a regular
Use the
basis in
app
over a
or
year.
nothing
Well,
at all.
if I listen, I use the app so I can fast forward through the commercials.
Right.
Here's my problem.
Same thing.
Because For every hour of radio, they have like 25 minutes worth of commercials. It's almost a 50-50 split.
Yeah.
And I can't
especially in the
stand
morning,
that much ads.
Like the musers, I may hear one segment on my way home.
Yeah, I
on the
think
way
I
to
get
work.
one or two. Yeah.
That's why I used to love. I don't think the Unticket still does it, but they used to post all of Gordon's segments.
Mm-hmm.
So they would do what ODEC,
Using the news.
Using the News, and what is that? Really?
Amateur hour here. I forgot to turn the TV down.
That was the first time we heard it though. But yeah.
Yeah.
So Gordon's Corner, Using the News, Observation Deck.
I turned the TV on. It's my fault. But yeah, it literally is that. And every time that I tune in, I'm like, it's a fucking commercial. And you'll listen to like 10 minutes worth of content. And in that 10-minute segment, 2 minutes explaining what they're talking about, and then 2 minutes of conclusions at the end. And then you got, 8 minutes of meat. So realistically, you got 24 minutes of radio and an hour of whatever.
And
So it's
half
like-
the commercials tell me why my wiener doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got girth.
that
It's-
demographic. man.
Get your girth on or whatever.
Yeah. Specifically targeted
Sorry,
to a certain
you're good.
demographic.
Yeah.
That's not us. And it
What?
would.
You are their demographic. All of us
Yeah.
are.
Well, if
Yeah.
you listen to their commercials,
Like
they're
18
for
to 40 is their demographic.
18 to 40, maybe.
I
but
think
realistically,
we're on the
that's
low end
shifting.
of their demographic.
Exactly,
I think
it's
they've
shifting
acknowledged
up.
that too.
Oh, yeah. I would agree.
Because their demographic is pretty well set. It used to be 18 to 35, but it's aging up.
Yeah.
And you can tell that by their commercials, which are for male enhancement pills, fucking
Hair
boat
loss.
owners,
Yeah.
like mortgages, like really expensive golf vacations, the Eagle Canyon golf course or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's aging up, and so is a lot of things on radio.
I wonder about their fan base because they basically have such a loyal local fan base that's aged with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, the only people that it doesn't seem like they get a lot of new listeners.
Just their kids.
Just their kids, the
Yeah.
kids
Yeah.
of people that have listened before. So
And honestly, I will still listen, and every time that I actually get to catch a segment, it's hilarious, and I love it.
I'll
I
listen
enjoy
to
it.
them on the way home just because my drive's only like 15 to 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy. It's not worth me trying to put a song or
yeah.
stuff on my phone, so I just listen to them on the way back. But yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
you.
I listen to podcasts or Spotify, and then
That's fair.
if it's a short enough trip, I'll put the radio on.
When did you check out?
Honestly, it was probably about a year and a half ago. Whenever I really started getting a rotation of podcasts that, so not to shout out, but if you throw Joe Rogan into your podcast list, then that's automatically like 12 hours a week of shit. And then any other podcast I follow, which I've got like 10 of them that I listen to on a regular basis. And so there's just
The
so
Bachelorette.
much. No.
Yeah. Now
Bachelor
that we're about to
podcast.
start watching it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guarantee you it would go up in hits if it was 4 dudes talking about The Bachelorette, though.
If it was The Bachelor, I would say let's
Yeah.
give it a college try.
When The
But I'm
Bachelor
not gonna
comes
watch
on,
a
we'll do
bunch
it.
of dudes try to make it with one
Right.
chick.
I can't do
It'd be
it.
like college.
We
all
can do The
over.
Bachelor, bro.
I can't do a reality TV show. I had
We should have
one.
done the challenge.
You watch it every day at home.
No, I don't. There's one in the other room, and I got headphones.
That's fair.
No, there are, and I love wifey very much, and if she happens to listen to this, thank you for listening. But there are times where I'll walk into the room and stare at the TV for about 2 seconds, and I feel like my IQ drops a point. It's bad.
That's how I felt about Bachelorette. The 10 minutes that I saw.
She was watching the other day. It was Honey Boo Boo.
Oh,
Or
God.
what's her mom?
Fuck no.
What's her mom? Mama June.
I don't know. That's
Whatever. Honey Boo Boo's mom. I think it's Mama June. Not to hot, and it's a makeover of Mama June. Her losing weight and getting facial reconstructive
she
surgery
hot?
and all this shit. No, she's still fucking ugly and she's an idiot.
strong.
All right, she is an ugly person both inside and out.
Okay. But she has a television show, therefore she has value.
And she has millions of dollars because of it.
Because of her dumb kid.
Who's right and who's wrong in this scenario? But that one was the one that I was like, I can't. I'm out. I will go sit in the other room and stare at a blank wall. But I also spend 3 hours a day playing video games, which to some people is a waste of your life. So I do not judge my wife. That's her, like, turn off brain, relax after work kind of thing. So, more power to her. But I cannot do that. I will go shoot people
Oh, goodness.
virtually online.
We're going south there for a second.
Yeah. Nice pivot.
Yeah, online.
Online. That's one of my favorite comics on the internet. Was or it might have been a YouTube video of this guy. He shows up to the pearly gates and he's like, I lived a good life, and all these positive things, and I can't wait to get in there. And then the guy's like reading through the book, and he was like, and it looks like you killed 357,000 people, 263. He's like, what? And it's like, oh yeah, all those people online. Yeah, those were people. You killed them, and it counts. And
I wonder what
you're going down.
That just reminds me of the Dark Souls little tally of deaths.
Oh, does it keep track?
Oh, it keeps track of every
Oh
death
no.
in the game.
I wonder how many people I've killed on Call of Duty.
Probably like 5 less than me.
Damn.
Oh.
Shots fired.
Except for I played
Shots
a lot more
fired.
than you. You
We
gave
get,
up on it
That doesn't
before I
help
did.
much.
Let me get some of that yeller there.
Get good.
Oh,
Get
Yeller?
good, son. I actually fired up. Yeah, thanks for the assist. Fired up old Black Ops 4 the other day.
Oh yeah.
I thought you have it on PC.
I have it. Actually, I have it on Xbox and
Which was the one that we all played on?
recently.
No, the back in the day.
Modern Warfare 2.
Okay.
That was the one that
With
Captain America kept getting hit with predators.
God, man. If there was a Predator
Ooh.
missile and
That is different.
Captain America was in the
That's good beer.
vicinity,
It
he
would
was
get him.
going to
Get away
hit.
from
like
him
it was a
and you'd be
constant.
alright.
It was funny too because they'd showed like the kill cam replays, and you
Yeah.
could see circles turn around, see where he is, and then run in the opposite direction. And there would just be like 4 of us, a dot, turn, and split, and they would hit the dot. It was
we
glorious.
used to wreck people on that game though.
Yeah.
Hey man, whenever it was very brief, but when we were playing that Black Ops 4 recently, we were wrecking fools too.
Yeah. See, we're
That's
good at these shooting people games.
I just can't take that 30 FPS medium graphics bullshit.
This guy.
Oh god.
Ascend, come with me.
Here we go.
You used to be perfectly fine with it.
I know.
It was all you knew.
I used
You
to
were
be.
molded by it.
I used to be perfectly fine, eating
Super Mario.
hamburgers from McDonald's, and then I had Whataburger.
Yeah, McDonald's is.
Yeah, but it didn't
garbage.
take you 30 minutes to get your McDonald's.
Yeah, but I'll wait that
This
30
is true.
minutes because that shit is fucking delicious.
30
Make
minutes.
them wait.
Go to that Whataburger out there. It'll take you like 45 minutes.
That's
Nothing was worse than the one off of
Fort Worth Ave.
Oh, what?
that fucking Club Dub.
Oh man,
But that place was at like fire marshal capacity
dude,
every
they
night.
bank on that at that place.
I don't know if I've ever seen any other, outside of like Padre, any other fast food restaurant that just had a cop stationed at it every Friday and Saturday night and Wednesday night and Thursday night. So basically every night.
The McDonald's downtown was pretty bad.
Well, that's for a different reason.
Yeah.
Man, I don't walk past that.
I didn't even like to look at it from my window.
No, just avert your eyes.
We had a murder there not too long ago.
Oh yeah?
Rip.
I think some guy got punched and fell down and hit his head and died.
Ooh. I feel like that
Was that a
happens
murder?
a lot.
Was that manslaughter?
Yeah. Well, you could probably get manslaughter out of that.
I mean,
Didn't mean to kill him.
didn't mean to kill him.
He meant
I mean,
to
you could
punch him,
prove
He did.
He meant to hurt him.
I planned for that to happen. Bitch.
Yeah.
And his lawyer just throws his hands up and walks out the room.
That
Well,
shit
you
happens,
frying.
though.
Mm-hmm.
I had to meet with some city people today.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Talk about scooters.
Oh my god.
Oh.
How glorious they are.
How dangerous
Oh, you
they
like
are.
those scooters?
Oh my god. We rode them in San Diego and it was a fucking blast.
I love riding them.
His
It was
mind
it
has
was
changed.
so awesome.
No, I like
Yeah.
them too.
I
think
didn't
they're
like
awesome.
them, or I was like, I didn't have an opinion of them other than, yeah, they're dangerous. And then we got on them in San Diego, and it was fucking awesome.
I feel like it's kind of like a wolf. Like a lone wolf dies, but a pack is stronger.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
got a pack of
No,
scooters,
We had like
A
9.
pack gets run over by a
No,
car.
we had like
No,
9
oh,
dudes deep.
you can see more people is my thing. Like I see those people downtown where like just fucking riding on the street at night, and they have one teeny little light down on the
yeah.
ground. I'm like, you are gonna get fucking hit
Or hit a
so
crack,
fast.
a pothole, or
So-
some
Yeah.
shit, and
So
flip
apparently
over.
the most injuries, according to like Baylor, is just people like falling off of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, it's not getting hit by a car or hitting people. It's just
Yeah,
like
we had a guy fall off of it.
yeah, fall off or the scooters just like break apart because they're so low quality.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
cheap. They only have like a 200-hour rating or something crazy
I
like that.
believe it. So I learned this today, and shouldn't surprise you, but like the companies putting them out are not. They're not even really. They don't really care about giving you a ride or mobility or anything. They just care about data mining.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they're selling the data to
Interesting.
companies and
where
stuff.
people go from where and what.
And like everything on your phone and everything you put in and
Huh.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
They're just creating databases. They don't care. That's why they put the cheapest scooters out. They're not going to upgrade them. They fall apart. They don't care about safety.
You know,
Yeah.
I saw something about that on Reddit where they were talking. Somebody was bitching about the scooters, and they're like, "I don't understand how they're making money because those scooters cost like $400, and they
yeah.
only have enough lifespan to make like $300 or whatever the numbers were."
Selling the data.
That makes sense.
Yep.
It's like if something's free,
Yeah.
then they're not the product you are.
So the city, you know, the city's goals of protecting citizens and the scooter companies' goals are just totally out of whack. So it's like a battle to get them to do anything.
Was it the same thing with the bikes?
Yeah.
Just not enough people were using them.
Yeah. So that's
So they
why you don't
realized-
see any bikes anymore.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
people
They
are
got the scooters
lazy.
now.
Market forces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with like Uber and Lyft. Like they're in that scene now too.
Yeah. Uber has scooters.
Yeah, Uber has Lyft.
Yeah, Lyft has their own scooters, and then Uber
Lime
has
them.
yeah, Uber has like a brand that's related.
Now
to
they're
Uber.
getting those
Yeah.
electric
Red
bikes
or-
out
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
the electric bikes. Interesting.
But yeah, the
They're pretty fun,
hospitals saying like, you know, everybody's getting injuries to their face and their head, brain injury and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
because
So,
you don't.
Everybody's
they don't have
insurance rates are going up.
yeah, because, you know, there's been like, I don't know, like I think they said in a year like 800 incidents.
Oh, wow.
Costing like over like, millions of dollars for medical insurance, and like a lot of these people don't even have insurance, so
Yeah.
it's just crazy.
It's just
it's
costing us money.
It's kind of an epidemic.
Did they
Yeah.
count the one
Yeah.
guy that died on them?
Yep, and there's allegedly we have a second fatality.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
I think.
When? I don't
don't
know
know.
about that one.
I
I know the
didn't know
first
about
guy
it
who they
either.
just found near one,
Yeah,
and I don't remember if the scooter was damaged or not.
I think it was.
And
I
there
think
was,
it
like,
was split in
some-
half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all
right.
damaged now.
But that was the one where the guy, he like called his friend and was like, "Oh, I fell off my scooter. Can you
Yeah.
come pick me up?" And then when the friend got there, he was unconscious.
I think
Yeah.
so.
So he hit his head and started
Yeah, his
bleeding.
head. Yeah. But yeah, pretty crazy, and we're just helping to write like the new kind of regulations or whatever comes out of it. I shouldn't have said the R word.
Yeah.
Cut that out.
If they're ready, if the city's actually ready to stop them and actually put them down, just started writing tickets for everybody that doesn't have a helmet. It'll fix them real quick.
Yeah, but you
because
don't-
nobody's going to carry a fucking helmet, and then nobody's going to want to get a
I don't
ticket,
think
so
you're,
they'll just
are you
walk.
required to wear a helmet for a bicycle?
I don't think
Over
so.
18, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Right?
So
It's up to the city.
It is a motorized vehicle,
there's a debate about
Yeah,
that.
but how fast can they go?
15 miles an hour.
It's
That's
up to
not
the
that
city.
fast.
City just has to pass an ordinance.
Yeah.
I
The
think
city
so.
can just pass it, and then there's a new revenue stream for DPD until it goes away, and then you don't have problems.
So I think they're probably saying too much, but they want to not punish citizens,
Yeah.
and because
For
like
the policy of
yeah, they want the companies to change the way people
Yeah.
use their stuff, because the companies are just like, you know,
Laissez-faire. about it.
laissez-faire, and like, you know, so why punish your citizens with fines and
Yeah.
stuff?
It's like whenever they left the bikes everywhere, they're like, okay, we're just going to come pick up all the bikes
Yeah.
and throw them in the back of a truck.
Did you know I heard this story, and I don't know if it's 100% true, but they were getting ready to destroy all those bikes because, like, they had too many of them, and then someone just gave a truck full to the homeless, something like that. And so you'll see, the only time you see those bikes anymore, it's like homeless dudes running them around.
They got the crap on the back removed that
Yeah.
blocks the tire.
Yeah.
I saw something about that, and there was a lot of misinformation, but I can't remember what it was.
Well, they're really shitty bikes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, they're really heavy. They're not very well geared.
I mean, it'd take like a dude, probably
a
like
single gear.
a
Right?
Well, I mean,
couple
like,
hours
the actual
Oh,
gear
yeah.
ratios are
to
pretty
get
terrible.
rid of all that, like,
Oh.
thingamajigs.
I don't even think it take
a
that
truckload.
long.
Well, I mean, like a truckload. Like
Oh, yeah.
Take like a fucking chisel and a hammer, and you could probably get rid of that shit
Yeah.
in a couple minutes per bike. I'd do it.
Yeah.
They're probably worth more than the scrap.
I mean, I think they keep everything like that cheap because of how fluid like this industry is, and if they need to ditch an entire inventory
Oh, absolutely.
of technology, they just
like
switch
write
to
them
the
off.
next
By the time like you look at when Lyft and Uber were trying to get in, the bikes were pretty much out. So it's like it's U.S. wide.
Yeah. Nobody saw the scooters coming. I don't think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a game changer.
Yeah.
Props to whoever thought of that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wish I would've had an investment in that.
Next there will be cars.
They've tried cars. Actually, Tesla's new bit is they're wanting to plan the next round of like autopilot. Is that whenever you park your car, like say you drive to work,
Yeah.
your car will go out and act like its own Uber and drive people around and
really?
make money, and
Fuck
then come back.
that. No way. No.
That's a crazy.
No,
that's
sir.
crazy. You wouldn't get into a driverless Uber car?
Not in the next 5
I
years,
think
but
they
in
got a
probably
long
10
way to
years.
go. I think they got a long way to go.
No.
They're moving pretty quick, but there's a YouTube channel I like to watch called Real Engineering, and it's this Scottish dude who's like I don't know if he's an actual engineer or like an engineering student or something, but like he does like good videos that explain some of the science behind it and like some other stuff, and he was talking about the future of driverless cars and how
It's a interesting
Switch,
transition
yeah.
from the
I'll
mustache
have
to
to
the.
go the opposite way.
I went the opposite way. This is lighter and more refreshing.
Oh man,
But
I
that's
was gonna
why-
go the-
This was a punch in the face.
That's why I start. That's why you start with the darker beer first.
That's right.
Damn it.
You're in for a ride. But yeah, he was talking about how Tesla is taking a different approach and they're going with more cost-effective measures to get the sensors working to build a better data set. So every time like a user uses the autopilot feature,
Yeah.
they're collecting all of the sensor data
Yeah.
and like whenever they have to intervene and whenever it doesn't work and
Right.
all that other stuff. And they're using that to build the machine learning that goes into the self-driving in the future. So Tesla, because they rolled out the cars and got everybody using them, is actually far, far ahead of everybody else because they have the data set. Then I think it's like Google has like 1 million miles logged. Tesla has billions of miles logged because of that.
I think so. We were talking about this at work a little while ago. There's like a fundamental difference about which technologies are superior with the automated vehicles.
Yeah.
And so Elon came out a couple weeks ago and said that LiDAR is dumb, basically.
Yeah.
And then Waymo and all the other companies have been using LiDAR to kind of be the basis of how they, see the road.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what his ultimate goal is, I guess, Elon, but like, I guess it's the kind of machine learning thing, but, it's fundamentally like just not as safe as a LiDAR system because like it can't see as far. Basically, it can't identify things as quickly. It can't, because it can't see as far. It can't like obviously it's gonna be more danger to everything around it.
Yeah.
I was riding a Tesla. I went to Big Bend a couple weekends ago.
Yeah.
One of the guys that came out with the group autopiloted the whole like 10-hour drive from Dallas.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's cool.
It was pretty cool, and he stopped to charge like 3 times, and he was really happy with it. We went to, yeah,
I
impressive.
turned my head away.
Need a jump or what is that button
We
called?
need the
A
mute
cough mic?
buttons.
Yeah. There's a
You're
word for
actually
it.
the closest one to have one because you've got an on-off switch on yours.
How about that? On-off switch on a mic?
You're getting that
Yeah.
mic until you prove you don't need it.
Who, me?
Yeah.
This one?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
you.
We've devolved.
We're all in the Neanderthals, really, at heart.
Sorry.
What was I saying? Oh, okay, yeah. So
As you have this intelligent point.
the
Burp.
no, the
I really am a knuckle dragger.
we were nah. That's not right for the Neanderthals, man. Don't make fun of them. They were smart people.
Or are you a Geico caveman spokesman too?
No, this is just.
That show was horrid.
Yeah, they intermingled modern human and Neanderthal.
They did. Everybody's got a little Neanderthal in them.
Mm-hmm. Some of us, at least. Some more than others.
So
God.
I've asked these guys this question. I'm going to ask you this question. Was the Geico caveman commercial ahead of its time or before its time?
It was just a commercial.
But it was so much more than that. It
I
was
think it was ahead of its
realistic.
time.
Realistically, it was
Way
a
ahead.
comment on society.
Totally. The airport one is my favorite. And he's like just
He's got like a
insulted.
tennis racket.
Yeah, I mean like he's
What
you
was
know,
he doing at the airport with that shit?
He was just
He was flying to a
minding his
tennis
own
match
business.
from, L.A. going to visit his rich cousin in Connecticut because they're not just morons.
Was that a carry-on?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
sophisticated.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the bit.
Couldn't get a bag.
I
for his
took like
tennis
3
racket.
sentences. He said it in 2 words.
So I'm educated.
Just educated.
I'm educated. No, I'm just kidding.
I really think ahead of its time.
I think so too.
Really appropriate these days.
We'll give you that one.
All right.
Yeah.
So Elon Musk is definitely about to take
Oh,
over
yeah.
the world, right?
What was I saying? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Do you want me to finish that?
Yes, we
Oh.
would like you to finish your point.
I would. I'd like now the listeners have to like.
Go back.
They're on a cliffhanger now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. No.
3 charges going down to Big
Oh,
Bend, I think is where you left off.
I think the
Yeah.
point I was going to make was about like the differences of technology that the automated vehicle companies think that are going to be the future.
Yeah.
So the anecdote that I was going to talk about was we were driving up to the McDonald Observatory
Uh-huh.
in Fort Davis at night in the Tesla on autopilot up a mountain. And so you guys all need to go do the little free test drive at the Tesla store because it's amazing.
Yeah.
But the way the autopilot works is it reads the road signs
Mhm.
to determine what speed it should go.
Yeah.
Huh.
And you can only go plus or minus 5 miles past that speed limit. So the mountain road in Fort Davis is speed limited at 70 miles per hour.
Goodness.
So Tesla wants to go 70 miles per hour up a mountain road. Is a GD roller coaster ride.
But it made it, yeah?
Well, luckily there was a truck in front of us that decided
Oh.
to go a little bit slower.
Like
Man.
30?
Well, like 45, 50. But Tesla read his speed as opposed to the speed limit sign. But when we were going down, we had a little bit of open space and we tried it. And you would not make that because Tesla can't see far enough to anticipate the curves
Yeah.
in the road. And you will hit a super sharp turn at 70 miles per hour. And it is a sports car, but I do not want to test that sports
how-
car.
Yeah, see, I
It's
have-
also
yeah.
a very heavy car.
That's how the
Yeah.
folks are dying in the autopilot is the lane changes where
Yeah.
it can't read the semis
Far enough in front of
in
it.
it. Yeah.
Right, and that poses all sorts of problems for what if a deer had jumped out in front of us? It
Well,
wouldn't have seen it far.
Well,
That's
but
how
a
that
human
lady-
wouldn't have seen
yeah,
it either.
no.
Well, I mean, even if you did see a deer jump out, eighth of a mile
You
in
wouldn't have
front of
been
you,
going
you
70 miles per hour whenever that deer jumped out.
Yeah.
You would have been going.
Tesla would still be going
inappropriate
and would not be
speed.
able to slow down quick enough to avoid the deer. A lidar system may have seen the deer. The Tesla system may not even notice a deer because it can't see far enough in front of it.
Yeah. So we all need to go watch that real engineering guy. His discussion talked about all of this.
Yeah.
Very well. Let's go watch that and have this discussion again.
I feel like I may know more than him.
You might. You might not. You don't know.
We talk about these things at work a lot, and we have a whole crew that does automated connected vehicle type things. And,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, you didn't have to slap the big time on it.
I
that
did.
hard. God damn.
Throw it down.
He just fucking
What do you think
Yeah.
about the
dick
one
on the table.
the autonomous vehicle that killed that lady?
The Uber. So the Uber
Yeah.
ones, they're way behind everybody.
Yeah.
And
Which is the worst.
But
yeah.
have you seen the video of her getting out in front of it? Because she comes out of nowhere. I feel
Oh
like.
yeah. I don't
Like
think.
a human would have hit that person.
Oh totally. I don't think any of the companies would have fared well in that situation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I only watched it once, so I can't quote it as fact, but I think the system noticed the woman with enough time to stop, but it was not programmed to act correctly. And what should have happened is it threw up a warning, but because the human driver was not paying attention, she did not intervene and slow down.
Really? Huh. I haven't heard this.
I haven't either. It's super quick.
Yeah.
It's
She
like,
comes,
but-
have you seen the video? She comes out of
like a
fucking
person.
nowhere.
A person wouldn't have even.
But that's also the video that you're seeing is through a camera lens, which
Yeah.
a camera lens cannot see as well as a human can at night.
True, but if you watch the human driver, oh, she wasn't paying attention, right?
She wasn't paying
Yeah.
attention. She
I
was
get-
looking down, and she looked up, and by the time she looked up, she only had time to slow down at X amount. By the time the car system noticed it, it was far enough that it could have reduced the vehicle speed, that it may not have been a fatal accident.
Maybe not fatal. Yeah.
Maybe not fatal,
Yeah.
but definitely probably still would have hit him. A human probably would have hit that person. And it's definitely, this really highlights the issues with autonomous vehicles, is that humans are stupid and they're going to do stupid things. And it may not be your fault as the driver of the vehicle, but a machine, should know better or whatever. But I mean, basically that woman jumped in front of a car at night with its lights on. It's natural selection that woman was going to die, whether it was a human or not.
But I guess the problem is, what's the standard that we're holding automated cars to?
Safer than human.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I think
And we're a while away from that.
Yeah.
I think the ultimate goal of all these intelligent transportation systems and like technologies is just to make everything safer. You know?
Because, I mean, getting in a car is inherently dangerous.
Right.
And
Oh yeah, it's the most dangerous thing we do every day.
yeah,
Yeah, by far.
by far.
Yeah.
Seriously, very, very dangerous. And it's not necessarily dangerous because of you, it's
Yeah.
because of everybody else.
That's the
But
thing
it's
with-
also because of you.
With motorcycle theory is
We get
like,
one of them.
you can get a motorcycle, you can be
Some of
the
the black-
safest motorcycle
dark
rider
colored
ever.
Yeah.
But
You can
You gotta
never
worry about
make
everybody
a
else.
single mistake on a motorcycle.
right.
But you're gonna get fucked over by Stacy,
Oh,
who's not paying attention.
Right. Why's it got to be a girl?
No, it's Karen. It's always fucking
Did you
Karen.
hear them talking
Yeah.
about on the ticket? Well, I guess you didn't, but
Yeah, he didn't.
Danny was talking about how Bayless, how you don't ever see a kid Karen. So he thinks that girls just at they're 35, they decide to be Karen. Because there's
You'll never
never
see.
an 8-year-old Karen that you've ever met.
Like you become Karen?
Yeah, you just decide at 35, I'm gonna be Karen now.
maybe it's like always a middle name.
See, yeah. I'm trying to think of young Karens.
I don't
that
know
No.
about Karen.
There were no Karens in school.
Why
I
did
don't think.
Karen become the name of like
All those
repudiation and
names.
anger?
I don't know. Have you ever met a nice Karen?
I can't think of a
Yeah.
Karen that I've ever met. Honestly,
I worked with one Karen. She was an idiot.
That chick at Best Buy that worked in cameras, I think her name was Karen. She was alright.
She was overly nice.
Yeah.
maybe she was
Overly nice.
So she was a serial killer.
She cared
No,
a lot
she-
about people. She
She was
cared.
friendly with a lot of people.
She caring a
Damn
lot.
straight.
She slept with people at multiple workplaces
Okay.
that
I
I
was
worked
about to
at.
say, are you saying she's seen a lot of dick?
How is this podcast on Stitcher?
Done more than seen it.
It's rated mature. And also, it's free to do so.
Sorry, I tried to.
Trying to
Why
bring
nobody
back-
listens to it?
Wow.
There's 20-ish, right?
Fuck
funny.
you. We have about 200 total views.
That's a lot.
Over
Over,
span of-
like, 2 years.
Yeah.
Hey, you're working your way up. You know, a lot of bands don't even get recognized for 4 years, 5
Right.
years.
Hey,
Playing the long game.
should have done a shout out much earlier, but shout out. I wanted to say thank you again to the dudes over at the Vortex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're getting some good cross promotion from those guys. They've got a really cool show.
You aren't kidding, D. That is a punch in the face.
It is.
Yeah.
Cool.
But thank you guys.
Thanks, dudes.
Need to remember to work that in at the beginning,
Yeah.
because they usually work it in within
What
like
is happening
10
on the
minutes,
TV?
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Snails.
Gotta work it in the first
Escargot
10 seconds
is
when
so
people actually
delicious.
listen.
Yeah, before they
Yeah.
tune out.
By the way,
What?
I looked up just for shits and giggles today, I looked up like how much it would cost to go back to that Secrets Playa, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Playa Mojera.
That place, yeah. And I don't know if it was from that website or whatever, but they had deals where you could get flight and hotel for like a 3 or 4 night stay for $900, and it was saying that it should cost $2,200. So
I think
you're saving $1,300 or whatever.
I feel like 900 was about what we paid for Captain America's wedding.
Yeah.
Because it was like $300 to get down there, and I feel like it was like $600 a night per
yeah.
person, or $600 for the trip
Yeah.
per
Let's do it.
person.
Where was it at?
Cancun.
It was amazing.
Did we stay 3 nights?
Yeah.
Didn't stay
Yeah,
very nice.
3 nights.
We should have stayed that 4th
Three
night.
3 nights was the shortest we could do. 4 or 5 were options.
We should do 4.
We should have done 4.
Yeah, I should have
The
done
wedding.
4.
I think we're gonna do the Belize thing around New Year's.
Oh yeah.
You're not doing a cruise, are you?
No, I don't know.
I don't know how you feel about this, but I'm done with cruises.
I think
I
I'm
don't
done
ever
with
want to do a
cruises.
cruise again.
Yeah, that last one, it was fun, but
It's good times.
it got old towards that end.
About halfway through, you're just like, I think I'm ready to get back.
That's the whole
Yeah.
bit with like cruises where you start in California and like we'll cruise over to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Like that, it's
And
cool.
then you go around Hawaii and then you got to cruise back to California.
Oh.
It's like we were going to do that, but everybody that my mom talked to was like, when you're cruising back from Hawaii to California, you're just so done with it.
How?
Yeah.
how
And it
long
takes
is
like
that?
3 days or 4 days to cruise
Holy
back.
shit.
And it's like, I'm just ready to be done with this shit.
I mean, if you're retired, that's cool, but
3 days at sea. Sounds
Yeah.
like a lot.
No stopping. You're just cruising the whole time. You're going to see shows and eating, and that's it.
I don't know, it's the same
No
like
shore
5
excursions.
shows.
Right.
It's the same
Yeah.
food too.
Yeah. It got old, and like you're with the same people, and I have a feeling that at least with this specific brand that we have gone on cruises for, that there's a lot of NASCAR fans. Like that's the
that's-
type of people there.
You better watch
I
your.
might run into Jeff Gordon.
Oh god.
If you're a NASCAR fan, sorry, but
I mean, you just insulted
I-
one
I-
of them halfway earlier through the
oh,
season.
that's what I'm saying. If you listen to
I don't know.
NASCAR or watch
Yeah.
NASCAR and listen to this,
Like they're just
Yeah.
we don't like NASCAR.
all right. Hold up. Let me.
What if-
well,
what if
I
some
don't
of
want to
us
say
do
that
like
either because I
NASCAR?
don't want to alienate half of everybody.
All inclusive was awesome.
All inclusive was great because
All-inclusive
you don't have the
anything is
stupid fucking boat.
fantastic.
Cruising was.
Well, what's interesting is you have less to do with all inclusive, but it's more fun.
It's because you do whatever you're doing with beer.
And I like that you paid.
Come full circle.
You paid up front for the cost of your trip. And you pretty much, you're done after that. Like, you tip your gratuities and everything.
Well, but you're not actually.
Or you
What?
pay the bartender $50.
Yeah, you're not
for,
supposed to. So
what?
we brought all those tips. Like you're not supposed to tip those people.
But-
Are we
We did.
not?
Supposed to
What the
tip.
frick?
So, I'm
We
fine
did,
with that.
but-
what I'm saying is, like, you're done financially for the most part with your trip
yeah,
at all inclusive.
I'm
Versus
gonna drink mudslides.
our first
exclusively.
cruise we went to, like, we put like $1,000 on our cards.
Yeah.
And I still put like 1,000 more on a credit card.
and we brought 2 bottles of wine,
We smuggled a lot of alcohol.
2 bottles of wine, a
Like
bottle of
4 handles
vodka,
of
a
vodka.
bottle of whiskey, and we were given a bottle of
Yeah,
rum,
our table mates gave us a bottle of rum.
and we still had $1,000 bar tab.
How?
Alcohol, man.
With beer.
That
Yeah.
was the
And
was
that doesn't
our
count
prime.
what we spent when we went into Mexico,
Oh yeah,
which was like $20.
I
But
gave my identity for that.
yeah, you did. That's where the strikeout came from.
That's where the strikeout.
You boys like Mexico?
We did. Yeah.
Cancun was a blast.
I think you might have made a Canadian baby that night.
Okay, that's a little too much information.
Is it though?
Hi, Mom.
Nah, she ain't.
Your
listening.
mom
Nah,
doesn't
she's
listen.
not
No.
listening to this. But yeah,
There's a mini D Canadian baby.
Yeah, there is.
does that get me citizenship? Because I am in if that got me citizenship.
Damn.
I don't know. Take a 23andMe.
That would
You might find out.
that would imply that Canadian baby had done 23andMe too, huh?
It's the only way you're gonna know.
We'll find out.
That baby's up in
like
Canada.
20 years.
How much money did we get for free alcohol on the Cancun trip?
Oh, we made our money back pretty quick. Fuck,
And-
you did on wedding day, period.
Yeah, the key is whenever you
amount
go
of
to
tequila
all
shots.
Is it like a
inclusives.
buffet? Like you gotta eat your weight in food?
That's right. You gotta eat the shrimp.
No,
But
yeah.
no, the key is you gotta drink the beer because
Yeah.
the alcohol or the liquor is watered down.
Yeah.
You gotta drink the
mudslides.
beer. Motherfucker. You too. And your mudslides.
Okay, so
Probably had like 20.
it was it
mudslides.
so post Captain
Ooh,
America's
Post.
wedding.
It's a good band.
I would prefer. Yeller.
Post. He was pretty. I feel like it's safe to say he was hammered for Captain America's wedding.
No,
But
I was
we were-
coming.
He was.
You were fucked up.
Toasted.
I was
but we
coming
were-
back.
We were preparing for
I got
the.
drunk, real drunk before and real drunk after.
Was it the reception or the dance afterwards where we went back to our rooms to change?
That was the day before, I think. Well,
No.
no, because there was
don't
I'm
remember.
in different because we were all wearing white for the wedding, and then afterwards I had a blue shirt on.
Yeah, so we went to our rooms to change, and the bar was under at the first floor, and so
We were on like the eighth
we
floor.
had been on this kick because vacation.
I don't even
but
know where we
had
knew
been
that they had
ordering
them.
mudslides because we are fertile males, or whatever.
Y'all saw somebody with one, and you said it looked good.
Looked delicious,
and then you ordered.
and we didn't order them the rest
and
of
then
the
we
trip.
had like
We've done
20 of
something
them.
like that before. With whiskey sours that
Yeah.
happened. The
Yeah.
same damn thing happened.
But anyway, I was like,
No, amaretto sours.
I was
Amaretto
in.
sours.
We used to
Yeah.
chug them things.
I was in my sling at the time because I just had shoulder surgery, so it took me longer to get dressed because that's what we're doing. We're going to change. So I was like, "Hey, can you get me a mudslide? I'm going to go ahead and get started to change." And he's like, "Yeah." And so I go run up, and I'm halfway through changing, and he gets up there, and he's covered in chocolate mudslide, and he looks so sad.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, "What happened?" And he's like, "I dropped them."
I thought I was in someone's room whenever I dropped it.
I don't know. You were
I just
covered.
know because they were in
But you
those
walked
big
in the room. Yeah, they were.
plastic glass. That,
Yeah.
like this had a little
Like
bulbous
pina
bottom
colada
and they came up at the
glasses.
top.
Like the,
So I think I
yeah.
dropped one of them and it fell straight down and hit and just
Death
rocketed.
charge.
the
it
margarita you
rocketed.
get at the baseball game or something.
The best part though, was,
Rocketed up into me and I was just like, "What the hell?"
I remember, and I was a little drunk at that point too. I remember being like, "Okay, but
We can go get some more.
where's mine?" And you just like dejectedly like accepted it and went back downstairs to go get more.
I like how you claimed the one that wasn't.
Sure, that bartender fucking hated us.
Yeah.
Oh, here's these idiots with the mudslides again.
Well, we had that one
3
evening
mudslides.
where we ordered all the pizzas in the room, and we ordered like 40 beers through
Yeah.
the room service.
What? I don't remember that.
Yeah, you do.
Well, and they kept bringing more. Like somebody kept ordering them. Like the only thing I really remember that night is like the door kept knocking like every 10 minutes,
Well,
and it was somebody else bringing something
They
else.
said
to the
that they
room.
couldn't serve us beer anymore, and you gave
Oh,
them
you got
like
cut off?
Yeah, I threw a bunch of money at
I
them.
thought
you
the-
gave them like a 20.
Well,
I
It
thought
wasn't
that
a
time
whole
was
lot of
whenever
money.
we were down at the bar. We were coming from somewhere, and they're like, "Oh, the bar's closed," and
Yeah.
you're like, "Here's $30 for 12."
Well, and when I
packs
say
or
a bunch of
something."
money, it's not a lot of money, but I brought $100 in ones.
Yeah.
So it was literally a wad of $1 bills,
Why
and I
did
was
you
like,
have
No,
that?
but it wasn't even that much.
because I thought you were supposed to tip.
but I think you only gave them like $20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they gave us like 50 beers throughout the rest of the night. Like,
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I kept, whenever we would ask for something, I'd give them a wad of ones.
At
So
least
I
you
threw
didn't-
them a bunch of money.
At least you didn't have like $100 and $2 bills, like beard.
That'll happen.
Yep.
The strip clubs, they get you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Never been to a strip club.
Me neither.
Speaking of them,
He didn't say anything.
Just kidding. We've all been.
no.
I've been with all of you in different times and together.
All right.
That was a solid gulp there, sir. Are you nervous about something?
I feel like you can't, like, it's different these days. They're all just human trafficking now.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
I think so.
They've spoken Russian to us.
And Cuban.
Yeah,
Spanish, I guess.
Yeah.
you get those girls that are like, "Oh, I'm from Colombia." You're like, why are you here in Dallas?"
Human trafficking.
I guess
to
most
work at the strip club is why I came to Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Literally glass shattering moment for me. I never really thought about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
dude.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought that was more like prostitutes and like
Nah.
massage parlors and stuff like that. I never really thought about strip clubs.
Nah. I think it's all.
Like
all
I know
about
that
Any
most strip
sexual
clubs are
shit.
below deck as far as legality with
Yeah.
what they do, and they buy off some people and get away with some stuff. But I never really thought about human trafficking.
Yeah.
Huh?
Sorry.
You want to go to strip club?
Sorry.
now?
Did I ruin it for you?
Yeah, you kind of did.
Well,
because
you
that one
just-
would be like, who stole you from your family?
Yeah.
Those
you
girls
shouldn't
do
go
not want to
anyway.
dance on you, and it's. Not
I also-
because-
I've always said it's a pit of despair.
Shit got dark.
It also
Every time anybody went way back in the day, I would.
Yeah.
You guys would leave happy, and you'd come back upset.
more than
Throw
once.
shoes on roofs and stuff.
I stand by that.
Hey, by the way,
Uh-oh.
she was not
What?
Oh,
that night, the one that pissed you off, because she was talking shit about your high school.
what?
Oh.
Oh, there are
What?
some, yeah.
The-
There are some that are
she
from
was-
the
The,
yeah,
area.
the
she's
shoe throwing
definitely-
incident,
Yeah. Yeah.
she was not. So I feel vindicated because I know at least one wasn't.
All right.
Maybe like
I feel
there's
bad
a
now.
few
I mean, some
at
of-
each
yeah.
club that are
Matt.
definitely from
Just means you're still an
the
asshole.
wrong area.
I'm definitely an asshole. I try not to be,
Oh.
but every now and then it comes
Ever
out.
woken up and had to go walk over, knock on your neighbor's door,
Get a ladder and
and ask them to use their own ladder to get up on their roof to get your shoe?
God, I would have loved to have been a fly in the wall. That conversation.
It wasn't. I mean, it
I
wasn't
was there for the
intelligent.
throwing.
Listen,
Yeah.
of all the
I
neighbors
gripped
I've
one
ever
of them.
had, he was the best one.
It was chill as fuck.
I remember
Yeah.
Matt running up, or Mateo, running up and being like, "I got one."
Couldn't get the other one.
One of them
was
made it
on
into the
roof.
backyard, right?
No, it was up on
No,
his roof.
one was in the middle
I
of the street.
think I hit his
Yeah.
car and then I went into the street.
There was one that was on the roof and one in the middle of the street.
That guy always scared me though, because he had those giant ass Rottweilers.
Yeah.
Rottweilers are nice though. What the
Yeah,
hell?
Next
I
door
knocked on the
dogs?
door and I asked
Yeah.
him, and
I
he
don't
was
remember
like,
dogs.
he was like,
The
I
guy
want
to
to party
the
with you
south.
guys.
So
I was
our,
like,
if you walk out the door to the right,
Didn't they come over once?
they did. once.
Yeah.
And he was cool, but like there was somebody that came with his
I thought he had
wife
a
or
chick,
girlfriend,
Yeah, that,
And they
and
asked,
like they brought a friend, and their friend was sketchy as shit.
they asked if we had drugs, and we're
Yeah.
like, clearly we don't.
Yeah.
Like
Get
we're
the
playing
F outta
hockey in
here.
our house, and they left.
There's a keg of beer. Like, help yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about like, okay, so we're in our 30s now. That guy was probably in his like mid to late 30s, right?
yeah,
And
Yeah.
we were in
Late
our
20s,
like mid 20s back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was probably having like an old school moment where like, oh yeah, these guys, I'm gonna party with these guys. Like I'm gonna get back into it. We're gonna have some good times. And
do all the drugs and then,
yeah.
I'm sorry, we don't have any drugs.
We're just boring. We're just boring.
We got
drunks.
this keg of beer.
We're
and
playing
play some beer pong.
Xbox.
Yeah, you want to play Smash
You
Ball?
want to play some foosball?
Yeah, we got a foosball up front, and yeah,
We don't want drugs, but we'll drink a lot while we play this video
Yeah.
game, hockey style.
finger jousting in the back.
That dude had kids too, right?
I don't think he did. I don't know.
I never saw
a kid.
his kids.
Are we talking the guy next to us or the guy
Yeah,
across the street?
right, no,
Next to
next
it.
to us.
Across Oscar had kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Oscar had kids.
The guy, if you walked out the door and looked right,
Yeah.
that guy.
He was
Yeah,
to our south.
he had the like crazy Halloween decorations.
know.
Yeah.
Directions.
You don't remember that our street ran north south?
Yeah. We were on the west side.
Yeah.
H.
Yeah.
West side?
Eastwood.
Eastwood, west side.
Yeah.
West Side
DE
East?
Eastwood.
Are we doxing ourselves right now?
We're not saying the cities, and nobody fucking do, but it doesn't
Oh.
really matter. I mean, my name's out there now, because I had to publish it with all of the to
Oh.
get it up on the things, but we
Well-
still maintain JT.
All your information was lost in the.
Equifax Act.
Uh-huh.
We live in Norman, Oklahoma.
Oh, deception! I like it.
Well, now
You
you've
didn't
done
tell
it.
him we actually live in Las Vegas.
Oh. That's a better city.
We've referenced enough things. Like people, if anybody actually is following
Oh,
this,
totally.
they know who we are and what we do.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
What was your daddy?
Where we live, yeah.
Who is your daddy and what does he do? No.
Take a break.
Got something to do?
He's trying to tell me to wrap it up. We're only an hour 8 in.
Yeah.
We got a half an hour
That's a
left,
long
bro.
night.
Yeah, we still got 20 minutes.
Why don't we take a break then?
What, you need to take a break?
No,
I'm
good.
not beaten.
I thought we used to take breaks.
No.
Nah.
Oh,
Only
Well,
piss
when we do
breaks.
like 3-hour podcasts, maybe.
oh, is that what we used to do?
The couple that me and you have done.
Dark.
Oh, it could happen.
I got a
We
game.
don't
Not
have
today.
beer for that either.
We could always walk over to the little store, but
I think we're too old now.
Oh,
No,
we're
we did
definitely
it.
not.
We
That
We
did it.
happened
did.
like 3
2
weeks ago.
Well, maybe next.
That was a
it's
cluster.
Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
speaking of Memorial Day, what y'all doing?
Kicking everybody out of my apartment, apparently.
Are you gonna play some La La
High
Land?
quality.
I'll I'll play some Hollow Land. Yeah, that'll.
But I won't leave because I've never seen it, so I'll watch it.
I've told that
I've never
story
seen it.
on.
Yeah, you
record.
turn it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, what are y'all doing for Memorial Day?
We're going to Blues.
Yeah, we're going to Blues.
We're gonna memorialize.
Oh, yeah?
right?
And
What's
I'm
Blue doing?
proud to be an American.
Is he okay?
Yes,
I think
we
so.
talked to him.
What happened to him
He's had some issues lately.
He didn't
Again.
have issues. He just disappeared for a
with
while.
his back?
No, with his stomach.
Oh, I don't like to hear that.
No. Feel him, though.
He has a lot of issues.
He shouldn't have tried to lift a train.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's when it all started.
We laugh.
He ripped
It's
his.
absurd.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, to be fair,
To be fair.
he tried to move a train. He didn't try and
Is
lift
that
it.
better than
With
lift?
his bare
A little
hands.
bit. I would say
With his
like,
back. So he ripped his intestine
I mean,
through his wall.
he was trying to like pull a train or push a train on a track, which
It's absurd.
is a lot less absurd than
Could all
trying
of
to
us push
lift
one?
a train.
No,
Because you're
well,
working
no.
you're
I
working
mean,
against
it's less
inertia.
absurd, yeah.
Yeah, you're working
But is it
against
still
inertia
absurd?
and
Yes.
friction as opposed to gravity.
Gravity's
That's
a
fair.
bitch.
Gravity is a bitch, and he gets all of us, or she, depending on gender norms.
You can't even say no. It's just they, him.
just-
Z or Zer.
It's a force. It's.
You gonna start drinking now?
What?
Huh?
I heard that exasperated sigh, and then he reached for a beer.
When we talked about the gender of gravity.
Gravity's male, though, right? He's like really oppressive and like
Alright.
owns everything. He's like the patriarchy,
Always there.
always there,
Yeah,
omnipresent.
I don't know.
I like
So many times
to
I'll drop something like
Always
fucking gravity. God damn
think
it.
about it as a force.
Fuck my shit up.
It is a
Always
force.
brings stuff back up that, I don't know.
What?
Oh, so you think it's female then?
Yeah.
Love you, wifey.
But she never. What? Gravity doesn't bring stuff up.
Yeah, it only
Pushes things down.
I mean,
Gravity never
you think
forgets.
you're
Though.
done with it, and then you just freaking
think you're done with it. I need you to unpack that one a little bit.
stop it.
Paramore sucks.
Don't trigger him.
Can we look up Billboard top
Ever.
songs?
Don't do it.
It only
When did
you know,
Avril Lavigne
Paramore
last make a
only
song?
won the Oscar for best band ever.
Yeah. Look up that Oscar list of best band ever.
I couldn't keep it. I tried. I tried to keep it together.
Look at that dolphin.
He's so happy.
Dolphin.
What's her name? Haley Williams.
Is she beautiful?
Is she fine?
Paramore. You know, Paramore's probably gonna have more singles because of her, because every song she does is of Paramore.
Does it?
Haley Williams'
How do you
net
find
worth
that?
is about $14 million.
What
Oh, wow.
website is that?
Avril Lavigne. The website that
Future billionaires read every day.
that's right, celebritynetworth.com.
That's a good
He
bit.
has
That's
a-
a good bit.
He has to have a stake in that website.
He has to. What do you think Avril Lavigne's net worth is?
$7.
What's the GDP of like the Canadian dollar?
Wait,
What
but
is the GDP of Canada?
I don't know.
I'd like
Exchange
you
rate.
I'll
to-
guess for real. 3.5 mil.
I'd like you to weigh the
5
net
mil.
worth of Avril Lavigne, or who is it?
Avril
Lavigne
Lavigne versus
Haley.
the lead singer of Paramore.
Which is Haley
Oh,
Williams.
I was gonna say, why don't you check the net worth of Paramore lead singer versus Paramore band?
Yeah.
Yeah, those other guys.
They don't have names.
Those poor guys.
Those other
Those
guys.
poor guys.
Well, just the one's been there the whole
Well,
time. The
that
drummer.
other dude,
really?
he has a split, so it's her and him, so they split 50-50 of everything.
Oh, really? The drummer
Oh.
guy?
Well, that's why she has
'Cause
14
he's the
million.
riding- yeah,
14 million.
14
That's a
million
lot,
for
bro.
Haley Williams.
And there's the third guy, and he got like
The guitar man?
3%.
But he left.
Yeah,
He
quit
isn't out there
because
anymore.
Yeah, so it's just those two now. So he's getting half of her worth. So
Gotcha. Well, it doesn't matter because Avril Lavigne is worth $50 million
No
US
way.
dollars.
what?
How?
She had like clothing
50?
lines and
Because she's a better artist.
wow.
No.
Actually, I will take that back. The original argument
Here we
was
go.
not which one was better.
It was
that
same.
they were the same,
And
and
they're
that
not.
both of them were manufactured by labels.
Avril's
Nation
more
States.
manufactured by labels. Because Paramore's a band and Avril's a person.
So if you had to listen to one band
Paramore is also a person.
for
Paramore would not have been successful without Haley Williams.
one
Exactly.
Well,
You
yeah.
can say that
So
about
Paramore
yours.
is a person.
You can say that about a lot of bands, though.
Yeah.
If you had to listen to one band 24/7 for
24/7.
a month straight, would it be Avril or would it be
Are
Paramore?
we in Gitmo?
Yes.
Avril's not a band, though.
Paramore. I think I'd choose
Avril
Paramore.
has a band.
Yeah, Paramore. You're going to choose Avril?
No,
Her voice
definitely choosing Paramore.
Her
All right.
voice
Frick.
is a little
That's-
bit more palatable.
Thank you.
She's a better singer.
But that was never the argument.
It was to me.
You want to throw a laptop? Cause
Yeah, because you ain't throwing this one.
They drew first blood.
Someone over here ripping seat.
Huh? No,
We might have to get that Chris Kyle beer.
it was yeah,
It should be
it was
cool now.
Chilled.
Chris Kyle beer?
Yeah,
like
we brought
the American Sniper beer?
It's the leather.
From
it's
Memorial
the leather
Day, bro.
couch.
Sure.
Look, you can fart. It's okay.
He
I'm
did
You
doing
don't
last
have to be that
episode, yeah?
high-minded.
Did you last episode rip
JT
one?
farts like
Yeah, I
every
did.
episode.
But you could hear it.
It's the leather.
So that's the hill you're gonna die on, huh?
I will.
Oh. Professionals here.
This has devolved.
It has. It
It
happens.
usually does.
That's
Sorry,
alright.
guys.
Why are you apologizing? They listen to it. If they listen to us, they listen to us because of that.
So
Is it-
tomorrow,
Is this mine, or is that John?
it's
J
probably
Cheese.
Who the fuck's that?
JT?
So tomorrow we are allegedly playing paintball. We
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
last week.
Because
Who's
rain
going?
and shit.
Has anybody said we're going besides us?
The three of us.
The
Oh,
delayers will be there.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because I don't want to play against walk-ons.
It will probably still have to because we don't have a full line ish.
How's the delay
Bullshit,
doing?
if we have five,
I think he's doing fine.
us three and the delayer.
Steezer has a wedding now apparently. So
Tomorrow?
we can't, and so that means that Tebow will not be there either.
Ozzy.
Oh, okay.
Ozzy, yeah.
I'm amazed at how many we all have these nicknames and we had them for so long, and it never occurred to me until now. That,
What about Straight Edge?
yeah?
Have you talked to him?
I don't. Does he listen? I don't know if I've
I don't think he
he's
does.
formally invited him.
Okay. But was he in for
Nor
last
will I.
week
No,
or
he's in the group thread now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he didn't.
He didn't
respond.
answer? Okay.
He responded last week, I thought.
If it's us three and
No.
the delayer
He
twins-
responded after we said we were going to do it, which was back whenever the stars were
Yeah,
getting
but
eliminated.
as far as us playing this weekend,
Yeah.
he didn't respond.
He hasn't
Fair
been
enough.
straight edge for a long time though.
No.
Oh,
That's
he's
why
been
he's
the
Whiskey
opposite.
D now.
He
Not
was
to
straight
adopt
edge.
your nickname, but there's no way else to say that without giving away his name.
Yeah,
He was Straight Edge back in the
Well,
day.
I know.
And then he moved
Who-
on to
Who we're
vodka.
talking about?
He moved on to vodka only.
I just remember he never had the same beer twice.
yeah, that was the late stage, or is that the current stage?
I think that was...
Which one's? Whiskey?
He went quick.
Yeah.
Whiskey was early, and then he went into craft beer,
Yeah.
and then made that famous statement,
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
which I think he probably has rolled back now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we were all dumb 5-10 years ago, but that was definitely a good one. I just remember going out to I don't know what.
The bachelor party.
Yeah, the bachelor party.
That's one of my crowning achievements that probably nobody saw. I killed that fucking cooler.
Killed the cooler. Yeah, that.
There
trip.
were some pretty staunch beers there towards the end.
Yes, but I remember him giving me
Yeah.
shit because I loaded in 2 30-packs of Natty.
Oh yeah.
And he had his cooler full of beer. And he's like, "How do you drink that trash?" And I was like, "You drink that whole fucking cooler this weekend. I'm gonna drink all 60 of these beers this weekend, and we'll see who feels better on Sunday."
He fell asleep at like 11 p.m.
Goddamn right he did. So did you.
All
And then we
60
threw a
beers.
stump in the fucking fire.
Yeah, we did.
I don't even know. What are y'all talking about? Camping?
The
The Italians.
oh,
I'm running low on fucking nicknames.
I mean,
at
I've
this
got a
point.
nickname for him, but I really don't want to give it out there because it's might be incriminating.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
the tall, skinny one.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
He had a nickname.
Oh,
Yeah, he had a nickname, but we can't use it.
Yeah.
He was really good at giving light shows.
Yeah, sure.
Never mind.
Anyway, yeah, that bachelor party. There were well over 100 beers in that cooler.
Yeah.
And we killed that. It was like us.
It sounds like
So
that Super Bowl we had at the house. Uh-oh.
He's gonna throw up.
You okay?
there's a little burpee there.
Uh-oh.
No, I remember at the bachelor party, I busted out scotch and cigars, and I don't remember
That's
a whole
what
lot
killed
after
everybody.
that.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
And
you
then
weren't up
Kill
there.
the Cooler came up after that because Dawn.
Oh, no.
What?
Dawn was still 4 hours away.
who?
D-A-W-N.
And then he hadn't. The whiskey fellow had not partaken in whiskey because he had moved on to his craft beer stuff.
I remember. I don't know if it's really relevant, but Alex had already started throwing up, so he was not
I
involved
remember him
anymore.
going up outside of the tent. That was fucking awesome.
He was so much fun.
I forgot about that. My favorite part was I heard, because I wasn't quite asleep, and I heard him go, "Oh," and zzz.
Jesus.
Zip.
The
Yeah.
tents.
He just like rolled out the tent, threw up, and then zipped it back up and went back to sleep.
Camping is bad.
Camping's great. We need to do
I
it
love
more.
it, but man, you just get
So
so fucked up.
if
out
we
there.
actually,
fuck
like-
up your ankle and shit.
plan ahead. That's because y'all went to
Hard.
that place.
That place was fun. That was a good time.
It was
out there.
great. Saint Sab is awesome.
If we plan ahead, we can like actually get like cabins and stuff.
Glamping.
We need to do a camping out in Big Bend.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
Big
so
Ben
down
would be
for that.
awesome.
Yeah.
I want to go see that place. I've
San
heard.
Saba is awesome. We used to go. Dad and I used to go hunt out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh? We got a place to go.
Oh yeah.
A little strip though.
Little.
It's all right. It's a spot on the river.
I remember you
Just-
guys getting bit by ants. Sounds
Well,
wonderful.
no, we went actually this weekend like 2 or 3 years ago,
Dipshits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was like 95, 100
It was
degrees
so
out
That
there.
was a dumb idea. I remember
wasn't
y'all
good.
saying you were gonna go out in the middle of summer, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
That was
It was
miserable.
okay though. I mean, it was hot, but it wasn't that.
There's
it
some
was
things
not
I
that bad.
regret missing. That was not one of them.
Why, dude? It was
I
fun.
It was good
Straight
times.
up, like I'm not going to that.
It was
That
fun.
was 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was fun.
It
though.
was fun. It was fun, and I would have suffered through it, but I did puss out and go get in the car and ran the car overnight because we had the dogs with us. And
'cause-
Little Rogie with her like snow coat did not do well in 95-degree heat. Yeah, the whole night we're just sitting there, and she's like,
oh, no.
I'm like, all right, I will not be able to sleep. Let's go get in the car.
I passed out,
Can you?
You got
so-
thrown down a hill. Of course, you passed out.
and the bearded fellow slept right outside my tent, just out in the open.
He told me he fell asleep in an ant pile, I think.
I think I pissed right outside my tent at some point. Like I unzipped it and just peed out
That was
there,
fun.
and I don't think.
impressive.
Hopefully, it
Sweet
wasn't on
summer
there.
Yosemite, shall we call him Yosemite Sam?
Yeah. When I woke up, he
Yeah.
was passed out right in front of my tent.
We could call him Joe Thornton.
Jumbo Joe.
Jumbo
Jumbo
Joe.
Joe.
Man, I'm so sad they didn't make the cup final. Yeah.
Yeah.
This stupid.
Oh, yeah.
2 fucking teams.
Dude,
God damn
Fuck
it.
St. Louis.
Oh my God, St.
But
Louis.
I kind of want St. Louis
Here
to
we
win
go.
over Boston.
No.
No, Boston.
Fuck
Boston all the way.
I'll just have
No, fuck St. Louis.
Boston. Yeah.
Fuck
St.
St.
Louis.
Louis.
I feel like
Fuck.
I
okay.
hate
So
Boston.
here's my conspiracy
Boston's
theory.
won lately, so I don't give a shit.
Tinfoil hat. NHL. All their top seeds get knocked out.
Yeah.
Just struggling, craving for a storyline,
2 original 6 teams.
and they say, "Oh, St. Louis hasn't had a cup ever. Let's get behind them." Stars don't get any power plays for the entire
Dude.
series hardly. We get like all kinds of cheap shots, and then the Sharks get like 4 guys with cheap shots and head issues. Pavelski and
Yeah.
the other guy
Hurdle.
Hurdle,
Yeah.
Tomas, and no power plays. Man, I feel like it's like
Is that what
NHL is. This is my tinfoil
And
hat.
St. Louis bitches about a hand pass.
Oh yeah, tinfoil hat. NHL, just like WWE, just like gonna
I
go
was gonna
straight.
throw that shit
I
out
didn't
there.
watch any of that
Gonna
That is-
St. Louis
go
San
straight
Jose
storyline,
series. Was
like we gotta have people interested in
There's
this
some
Stanley Cup
controversies.
since there's no top seeds. So no Washington, no Penguins, no
Thank God.
Yeah.
no Lightning, no all the people that they
Can't
thought
believe
were
the Lightning
gonna
got swept. Hey,
So
do well.
Stars gonna win the cup next year.
I hate the city of Boston almost as much as I hate Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I feel pretty strongly about hating Philadelphia.
Yeah.
But they have this
Go
bit
Cowboys.
going on where they have signs posted up. End the drought. It's been 104 days since we won a Stanley Cup.
That's good.
And I'm like, all right,
Did they win last year?
yeah.
They did.
The cup? No, that was Washington.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Caps
But
won.
the last championship was the Patriots, which was in February, and then the Red
the last
Sox won
championship.
the
Yeah.
World Series in October.
And if the Celtics, they were in the
They
playoffs.
got knocked out.
Yeah. There was a possibility of the four
Four
teams.
all
Big
of them,
slam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
fuck Boston. I'm okay with St. Louis.
Fuck St.
No.
Louis.
We were one
You
goal away,
always
dude.
root against the team.
Yeah, but we were
that
one
knocks
goal
you out.
away.
Here's what I don't understand.
We should be in the cup final.
Against your division
Okay.
too.
If the
Fuck
NHL
your
was
We weren't
division.
one goal away.
Bullshit. They got
We did not
outworked
show
in
up.
that seventh game,
Yeah.
and they lost
should've
by a
won on
goal.
the sixth. What I don't understand is if the NHL wants to grow their business.
They need to get new officiating or better officiating.
Yeah,
Motherfucking
for
Dallas is a 10 times larger than market than St. Louis. Get behind Dallas.
Yeah.
Well, just make it even. I don't know. Officiating overall this year in the playoffs
And
is
it's
garbage.
been so
shit
bad.
Yeah.
Like every team
Has a gripe.
universally has been complaining about it.
It's been so bad.
They say
It's
the
unreal.
whole let them play,
Playoffs. I
but
hate
then
that.
people are like, okay, let them play, but people are legit getting
'Cause who
hurt,
was that?
or it's just
We
ridiculous how
Pavelski
bad.
hurt
no, was
a
it
lot,
Game
you know?
7 when we against the Blues when we had that? There was a rebound that Zook was right there, but they hooked the shit out of him,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they didn't call it, and it was like, well, it's Game 7.
That's my
third
tinfoil
period,
hat.
like, bro.
Tinfoil hat, Blues.
Game is a game.
As soon
Yeah,
as I saw
rules
that,
are
I'm like,
rules.
oh, there's a hook. I'm looking for the arm. There's no arm. Oh, it's
My
Game 7.
my only complaint, realistically, or in my opinion, for the whole series against St. Louis, my only complaint was, fucking Bishop on the ground writhing in pain,
Dude,
and
yeah.
they didn't blow it dead. And
Yeah.
according to the rule book,
It's
they-
up to the official.
It's up to
right.
the official, and they played it the way that they should have
But
played
there's
it.
It's bullshit.
There's so many videos out there of goalies getting hit by pucks and then blowing it immediately when they're
Well,
laying
but
on
you
the
know what they
ground.
do? They rip the mask off.
Yeah.
Well, but even with masks on, there's videos of goalies
Okay.
getting hit. Their mask is on. They're on the ground and they blow it dead. The only
Yeah,
reason
'cause
they
there's
didn't
no-
blow it
But
dead
if
is because the ref
a
said they
goalie pulls
thought.
their own mask off, it's delayed game.
Right. Well,
Unless they're actually hurt.
yeah.
and our guys were so concerned about Bishop that they stopped playing.
Yeah.
And that's why they didn't go get possession again.
And the ref said they thought it hit him in the shoulder, so they thought he wasn't hurt.
So
Because he has a
stupid.
reputation as a
A
flopper.
somewhat reputation for
Whatever.
flopping. Like, what the fuck?
No, it's
And then
BS.
so that made it 3-1, right? And then we left Bishop out there. He shouldn't have been playing. That
He
dude
should
comes
not
in,
have played that next
And that slapper he ripped it, but holy shit, he shouldn't be in the game anymore. And they made it 4-1. That was it.
Yeah. We lost. I mean, same thing the last time we played St. Louis. Or not the last time we played St. Louis, but
That's why I don't watch baseball anymore.
yeah, I can't.
We got Game 6 again.
Yeah,
But we
did.
dude, and they got St. Louis was the much better team in Game 7, but
Definitely.
they lost in the second overtime by a goal. And Ben, that wraparound, he
Close.
had it.
So close.
Can you imagine if we won that? If they would have won Game 7, they got absolutely outplayed. If the Stars would
St.
have
Louis
won,
would have been up in
everyone
flames.
would have been like, "How the fuck did the Stars win?"
So,
They had 50 shots, we had like 15, and we could have won the game.
I just
Because
know
Bish is so
It
good,
was
and
awesome.
and
we
all their
would've-
chances were kind of shitty. And the Stars got. Whenever we got our chances, they were really good because we're fast, skilled.
if we would have got by St. Louis,
Again, the
I
same
feel
as
like we would have got by the Sharks.
same as
easy.
2016. Whenever we would have beat when we got whooped in Game 7.
Mhm.
We could have gotten the Sharks, and we would have faced the Penguins in the Cup. They could have won the Cup that year, but could have won the Cup this year. Hopefully,
Next year.
the year after last time we didn't make the playoffs. So I think Mont is good.
Yeah,
We're good.
I think he is. It was
I
good.
like
He
Montgomery.
definitely. I mean, the team didn't change a whole lot personnel-wise from last year to this year, and
we'll
Montgomery
see.
made a huge play.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
We'll see if they. I know I kind of want them to re-sign Zuki, even though he's expensive.
Nah, get him.
Get him.
But-
He was definitely a hard worker.
We got that
He showed up
Spezza
in the
contract
playoffs.
gone.
No, Spets is
Yeah.
gone, so that's $7.5 million.
God, you want to talk about a non-factor?
Yeah.
He was really good in the playoffs, though.
He had a couple of good moments in the playoffs,
Nah.
but Zuccarello
He had a
He was good in the
so much
playoffs.
better.
He was really good against the
That
Blues.
dude
Zuccarello
got
was so
himself
much
paid.
better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but he's a center. Spets is a center, Zook's a winger. So,
I didn't know
It
that.
doesn't matter.
but yeah, Spets isn't coming back, and that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Matthias and
Matthias
Rope were both playing with broken
foots.
feet.
Yeah.
I can't believe Matthias
That's-
broke his in
That's
February.
always the surprising thing over any other sport. Maybe football, but hockey, like whenever a team's eliminated, you get the official injury report.
Yeah,
and you're like,
and Zook, did you?
broken shoulder, broken collarbone,
Was Zook
broken
never
foot,
right,
broken
right?
foot.
Yeah, they had to freeze his arm every game because it
Freeze
still
his
wasn't.
arm.
He said puck handling wasn't that great and shooting's a little softer, but
Yeah.
you got to do what you got to do to play.
And he still almost led the playoffs in
Yeah,
scoring.
and he was a fucking
Yeah.
awesome player. Can it be
I'm
October
sure Ben
already?
wasn't right.
You guys want to go up to Tulsa for that
That
preseason game?
Nah.
That would be kind of fun.
Tulsa's far.
Except
We already live in-
It's
Oklahoma,
3 hours.
I mean, we live in Norman, so
Not
it's real
even
close.
McDonald's
Yeah.
wants to touch
It's not
ground in
that far.
Oklahoma.
You have to go to the shittiest fucking state in the U.S.
Let's fucking break.
What's that, Montana?
Oklahoma, bro.
Not even McDonald's wants to touch
Idaho?
ground in Oklahoma.
Agreed.
That was Derek D's joke.
All right. That's about it. Any closing thoughts here?
H.
Okay.
Avril Lavigne sucks.
So does Paramore.
Made
That's
this,
my whole point.
I feel like I made your podcast like a rambling mess.
You really didn't.
It's always a rambling mess.
Yep.
That's the problem.
That yeah,
You brought
usually-
some
Well, it's
culture and some high insights that we normally don't
Yeah,
have.
we usually do
Whatever.
Game of Thrones and then shoot the shit for an hour.
Yeah. It was good.
All right.
All right.
All right,
I'm JT.
Mateo.
D.
MattyBoh.
Thanks for listening, everybody. See you next week.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye.